Well, greetings, Business 88 students. This is Mr.D and this is week number 4 in our 14-week course, Business 88, Business Communications here at Chaffey College. And this week, you're going to be starting to look at the first chapter that deals with business writing. So even though we're not going to start our writing assignments until the week of 3/9, which is March 9th, this is kind of going to begin to lay the foundation for business writing. So it's going to get into planning business messages. So in this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about the assignments that you just completed and then talking about the assignments that you need to do this coming week, all due on the 1st of March. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to go ahead and share our class in Canvas. So here we are in Canvas. We're in module number 1 still. We have 2 more weeks in module number 1. So I'm going to select that. And then that's going to bring me to our modules page. It's a little slow this morning. So here we are. Last week, you worked on chapter 11 on professionalism. And so we did a check-in assignment and a quiz. And you also were continuing the 2 online assignments that you need to complete, which is the individual presentation, which will be due on the 8th of March. And then also your discussion post number 1. We did do a Zoom session on this. And in those assignments, there's a link to that Zoom session. So there, hopefully, if you weren't able to join us, you're able to watch that Zoom session and get an idea of what's expected in both of those assignments. But last week, you did a check-in assignment. Now, again, I just want to emphasize the need for you to find the page number. I know some of you were struggling with that, but when I went in and I looked at it, so maybe the device you're using, if you're not using a computer, you might not be able to see the page number in a phone or a tablet. So I encourage you when you're doing the check-in assignment to use a computer if you can to access your class and access your textbook and then to do your check-in assignment because it is required on those that you include the question and the answer as well as the page number where you found your answer. And the reason I do that is because a couple semesters ago, students were just Googling or even worse, just AIing the answer, and they were putting in really great answers, but they weren't the textbook answer. And I don't want you to AI it. I don't want you to Google it. I want you to go to the textbook, read the textbook, find the answer, put it into your own words, and post that. So I need to know where you found it. So please do that. That's your check-in assignment, and that's true for this week as well as we move into chapter 2. You're going to have a check-in assignment on chapter 2, so read the chapter, answer the questions, include the questions and the page number along with your answer. You're going to be continuing your individual presentation that'll be due on the 8th. You'll also be continuing your discussion post on the do's and don'ts of effective presentations, which this is kind of a 3-part assignment. You're supposed to make an initial list of the do's and don'ts just from your own experience and what you learn reading. Then you're supposed to view other students' lists and comment on their lists. And then the last week, which would be March 1st through March 2nd through March 8th, is you actually do a final list. And each of those need to be separate posts on your assignment. So make sure you follow those instructions carefully. And then, of course, this week you have a quiz on chapter 2 that's going to cover the content of chapter 2, obviously. So that's pretty much it for week number 4. Like I said, we ended we're going to be ending module 1 in 2 weeks. So the end of next week will be the module. You'll have your first exam at that time, as well as the assignment for the presentation and the discussion post are also due. But you have no quiz. It's just the exam. So, all right. Well, if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I do not have office hours at Chaffey, but I can set up a Zoom with you. We can try and handle it via email or text. And so I'm more than happy to do any and all of those. So please let me know. If not, have a wonderful week, and you will see me on video again next week.